Okay, so here is Vintage League 6 or 7.
Definitely 6.
Vintage League 6 grand final between myself, Rob, and Bullard.
I'm the one on the playmats a couple times.
Okay, so we've got the 13 sphere stacks versus the fish. And this is an incredibly one-sided matchup for the shops player. Well, was. Lodestone was a very, very good magic card.
So are 5/3 Phyrexian Revokers.
You can see this is a full playtest card event. Ooh, what a bomb curse catcher. He really doesn't shine in this matchup.
Has a lot of text, can confirm.
See, Bullard's playing with 1 mana. I'm playing with 5. Like my life total just went to 16.
And he also just played a card that I actually cannot beat. So there's the 5/3 Revoker. Pretty good. Much better than the 2/1 Lodestone Golem.
That may or may not be the Gatherer text.
Rob wasn't sure why his Revoker was going to die. I played a card that actually does nothing.
Nowrod's very good
Sometimes.
against things that are not 2 Lodestone Golems.
Yeah.
On the bright side, you can still cast a Nullrod into Lodestone Golems.
That is the most amazing not true new nemesis for 3 I've ever seen. What was the Catcher of Curses? Oh man, my spells cost, what, is it 3 more? Woohoo! Game's done. Alright.
Pack it up, boys.
So that is what Fish vs. Merfolk is.
Yeah,
Fish vs. Workshop, sorry.
So I'm gonna point out an incredibly bad misplay by myself during, I think, the end of game 4. Just keep your eyes out for it. It is a terrible, terrible action. So in my sideboard, I've got Smokestacks, Batterskull, a Wormcoil Engine, and some number of Buried Ruin.
The deck list will be posted below. Somewhere. Maybe.
Yep. So my sideboarding was pretty light. I think I took out some Phyrexian Revokers just because their text in the matchup is Stop Waterfront Bouncer.
Slightly better than Curse Catcher is what their text is.
Yep. I think Bullard sides out his Curse Catchers, I believe.
I actually don't.
I think that's incorrect.
Nah. I only have X amount of cards in my sideboard, and I've too many cards in main board that actually suck. Also known as Mental Misstep is not very good.
Yeah.
And a few other cards.
Was this version of Stacks playing the Soul Ring in the sideboard to dodge the missteps?
You were playing it main board. You might have sided it out, I'm not sure.
Oh, no, I think I sided out Mana Vault. As you can see.
Definitely Mana Crypt.
So Mana Crypt and Black Lotus, because, no, I mean, how good's Nullrod, hey?
Yeah, it's just worse than the
Just
Workshop.
don't Nullrod me here, though.
Alright, so we've got Island Go versus Mox. Probably more spells. So the Sphere of Resistance, maybe?
Storm is 2 at the moment.
It's Tolarian, good card. Much better than an island here.
Okay, you can see Bullard talking with his hands a bit as I
think I was yelling at Jared for some reason. Maybe Trent.
pondering his hand. I obviously have a difficult decision here.
Tanglewire. Incredibly awkward at this point in the game always. Because it's just tapping a land for me, and it's just incredibly awkward.
It just says you don't do anything for the next 3 turns, though, so it's a big deal.
Yeah, and you untap with the Tolarian Academy, so... And I just played a Nullrod off a Wasteland.
I think you should have wastelanded, man. I think I should have wastelanded you.
It cuts off the exact same amount of mana, so... And I believe you do wasteland me here.
I think I just sit there for a bit. Trent starts giggling behind me.
Yeah, and you're like, I almost cooked it, and untaps. Yeah. And yeah, wasting there is almost the same as a Nullrod, because it's 2 for 2. Like, you have 2 Moxens, so... and I had a strip in hand, apparently, so...
Yeah, because...
Bye-bye Tolarian.
Yeah, how good's the Mox, Nullrod, Sphere of Resistance hand?
Yeah. There is 1 mana source in play. Oh, we found a second one.
Yeah. I think we get pretty close. I think this is a game you steal.
Yeah, this is a game that goes favorably. I keep a Nullrod hand with Force of Will, so I'm actually allowed to play the game for once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one of the metagaming choices I made for this top 8 of League was playing the Cavern of Souls shop list. Because I really didn't want to lose to Jimbo.
Did you lose to Jimbo?
Nah.
Yeah, cool.
You gotta play the Cavern of Souls, man.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The infamous one mana Source Workshop stack.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Missed 4 land drops in a row, was it, after Tolarian?
Yeah, it was pretty terrible.
Yeah. I'm doing equally as little as you are.
I really got pretty down on my deck building choices during this game. Like... oh, wait, I didn't side out Lotus. I should have sided out Lotus.
Great spell, 1 mana, no text.
Terrible. In case I rip my non-existent Abrupt Decay, I can deal with that now on.
Nah, definitely splashing Hercules Recall. No, Rebuild, sorry. You gotta protect your own things.
I think I was playing around getting Crucible out. I may have had a Crucible of Worlds in my hand.
Yeah, you definitely have it in your deck, so I've gone to discard, and what did I discard? I cannot see.
Sapphire.
Yeah, Mox Sapphire. I drew it the turn after I drew cast Nullrod by memory. We've got a spell that costs probably 2 mana.
Okay, for some reason I'm hiding the spell.
It's a morph. Alright, it's a Revoker. So you got some number left in. This one named Black Lotus by memory. And
Nah, this one definitely named the dude.
No, this was 11 PM and you didn't remember my deck list and didn't know that I played dudes. This one names the dude.
Okay, this one names the 2006 Dwayne The Rock Johnson. As you can see, is a 2 mana cost Merfolk on Bullard side of the field. Trades him off.
It's actually good in this matchup, but I can't be activating the ability too much, and I just have to keep my life above, just at a reasonable amount, because Workshops for some reason at this point was still allowed to play 4 5/3s that taxed every opponent they played. It was a very skill intensive card.
Stacks is the hardest deck to play in Magic by far.
What decisions do you have? Do I play Thorn or Sphere?
Well, the thing is, when you play in Stacks, Mishra's Workshop adds 3 diamond mana now. Which is very complicated, I mean.
Alright, so this is where Rob casts a Tanglewire, and I actually have a Force of Will, but I'm just actually contemplating whether I just let it happen, because at this point Rob doesn't have any threats, and if I can just hold Force up to counter whatever he actually tries to play, and Tanglewire doesn't seemingly do too much here.
Okay, I believe my current hand, my current Cavern of Souls names are Horror and Golem at the moment.
I believe so also.
And I'm incredibly regretting not naming Worm, because I believe I top deck a Worm Color Engine to win me the game, and Bullard just, gets that got.
I believe something like that happens. This is where I actually just misplay by hitting you for 2 as a Merfolk instead of keeping the land open, because the 2 damage for me here doesn't do very much.
Well, we're not really racing yet. No one's haymakered anyone.
Yeah, but I think I had something good in hand. I can't remember. I think I had an A-call or drawn an A-call, maybe. I'm not sure.
Ah, yeah. So you sphered yourself out of the game.
Not out of the game, just
out of the turn.
Yeah, it's like I traded 2 damage for potentially casting a good spell, but like I figured I'd have to hold open Force anyway. So
I don't know why I didn't hold that back for a block.
Yeah, same. I think, do you jam another guy here?
If I don't, I'm dumb and regret that.
Yeah. For what it's worth, while this was the Vintage League final, we were playing for, at the time, actually just nothing. When the top 8 came out, me and Rob decided to prize split because we figured we were not too bad at Magic. And figured
we were wrong.
Figured neither of us were that good at Magic, so we figured if one of us does well, then we're both happy. We both did well. So this game, if we hadn't prize split, we would be playing for a Library of Alexandria or a Tarmogoyf. Alright, this is where I definitely forced the second Tanglewire, because that would actually just lock me out of the game.
Which was the,
Revoker.
Yep. Metamorph. Yep.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad.
How good are Glary Sleeves and Office Works printings? Also, I can't get used to those boxes.
Yeah, the Magic Online artwork.
Yeah.
They look very different. I've seen a set altered to be like that, and it looked really nice, but...
Was that Klug?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, he's very good.
Yeah, I can confirm. That Rashad Port. Alright, so I played the second one, jammed him for 3, so his Revoke is actually almost used, like almost actually no text at this point. And I'm about to have a real big dumb moment by memory.
He tapped his Cavern.
No, that's completely correct.
Because I could have just wasted it.
Yeah, Cavern is actually just worse than an Island here. Opponent has Wasteland.
Not playing Forceful.
Yep, Island's actually just a better card in this matchup. Cavern of Souls is fairly detrimental. It means I can't cast my instants and sorceries. I am playing some saucy enchantments like a Propaganda mainboard because...
Yeah, it was good at the time.
It wasn't really much thought. I just wanted to play Propaganda. I played it game 1 against Dredge, and then he Dredge returned to Wisp to kill it, and that was pretty great. Would recommend.
Well, I'm in.
It was a good multiplier. Like I played a turn to Propaganda against Dredge. I couldn't complain.
Landmox Propaganda.
It was like Landmox Silverguard Adept into Land Propaganda, and your opponent's like...
This is where I cook it.
This is where I fuck up. Rob double blocked one of my guys with a 2-1 and a 2-2 to trade 2-for-1. Me being an idiot forgot my Norodom was in play and thought he was going to just actually blow me out.
I could not.
Yeah, blocking 1 on each, making his factory a 3-3, and then both our guys, well, all our guys die, which would have probably just actually got me out of the game. But me being a powerful wizard forgot I actually had a Narod.
Yep, keeping me off my 11 mana turn. Rob, why aren't you spending your 11 mana? Why aren't you activating your Mishra's Factory?
As we said earlier, this game didn't mean too much, so we're taking it very casually. New Lord, and I played a Lotus because...
Did you not pay your mana for that, Lotus?
No, I did.
Are you going to jail?
No, I paid mana. I have 4 lands tapped. The Lord cost 3, Lotus cost 1.
Bullard would have cheated.
I'm pretty sure Rob just, for some reason, tapped 2 opponents to Tanguy instead of 1. It also actually didn't matter. So Rob has 6 mana, can't cast his 6 cost. Could have, it's like it could also Forge Master here, and it would resolve. It's just a Trinisphere, okay.
Yeah, I think I'm just playing permanents. And I tapped my Mishra's Factory because I'm a fool.
You actually had to. It was Mox otherwise. It was either don't cast it or...
I think don't cast it was the play there.
I agree.
I think I just get sad and pack it up here.
Yeah, like, you're on 5 at this point by memory, so you can survive a turn, but you're not doing anything, as far as I know.
If we're real good at this, we're going to have life totals come up at the bottom of the screen, but I don't think so. Maybe we'll give it a shot for the new one.
We also weren't even keeping track of life totals when we played, so... Yeah, this way you block a guy and go to... It's either 2 or 5. You weren't at very much life here. I believe I'm holding open 6 mana Force Well here, because I don't have a second blue source, and we pick them up.
Pack it up, 1-1, boys.
Yeah, the dream happened, stole the game. Camera goes dodgy here for a moment, because this is being recorded on a phone, because this game happened on a whim at 11 o'clock on Friday night.
So Bullard mulls to 6, I keep a pretty healthy 7, with a Mishra's Workshop, and a Crucible of Worlds.
That card does some work in this game.
Bullard proceeds to... I think he has a Force, and just gets pretty sad about casting it. Well, not casting it on that Crucible of Worlds later.
I don't have a Force at this point.
I believe I untap and play a powerful spell.
Okay, I might have had a Force. And I picked a True Name, which is very important here.
Yeah, I'm normally pretty happy when your opponent pitches a True Name.
Yeah, I must have had a greedy just creature filled hand. I guess I did have the Force opening turn, but I figured like I couldn't be strip locked, I couldn't be waste locked.
And if you get strip locked, you just like you don't play around that.
Yeah, and alright, so the second True Name is revealed to Silvergill. Why else would I pitch the first one?
I'm on 18 from my Ancient Tomb.
Yep.
Bullard is on 19 from doing a Force.
Alright, so there's the Tolarian Academy. Card is pretty good, and there's a Forge Master.
Yeah, that's pretty tasty.
I believe... so I think the next time might be the Acol turn.
So I've got 3 mana in pool. I drop a Revoker, probably naming the only thing with text in the matchup.
No, the first one was Waterfront Bouncer, the second one was Black Lotus. Because Lotus is just like
a bunch of mana.
Yeah, like in the first 3 turns is insane in fair text. In unfair decks is always insane, but
So you play a Wasteland. Jared proceeds to ask you why you didn't Wasteland my Tolarian Academy for about 5 turns. And then he realizes I've got a Crucible in play, so Wasteland gets significantly worse.
Alright, so I didn't play a Waste. I played an Island instead, because I don't want to be Waste myself, and I played an Elrod. Very important.
You ACO'd yourself.
Yeah. So I played an ACOL.
Forge Master's pretty good, hey?
Yeah, I have I think it's a Graph Digger's Cage in my hand as well. Which isn't too good against Forge Master, because you can still just get like a Trinisphere or something. Which just makes Merfolk sad.
Yeah. I believe that was naming Goal. No, I believe...
The first one was Waterfront Bouncer, so the second one's Unnoticed.
The Cavern.
Oh, the Cavern?
Oh, no, that was a Cavern where I forgot it was a Cavern of Souls, and when I entered, I didn't name anything. We had to errata it back to Golem.
Yeah, I'm just like, what are you naming? And you're like, I didn't play a Revoker.
World Championship. Okay, I play another Mana Source for Tolarian Academy there.
Yeah, play a Moxjet. Has some text here. Alright. I believe Steve might get some leftovers out very soon. Steve's the man mead.
Bullard, as you can see, has proxied his... are they Shadows over Innistrad Islands, or are they Oath of the Gatewatch? No, the Oath Islands were full art.
I don't even think Shadows is out at this point. This was a while ago.
Okay, so I can't pay for it with the Mox because I'm a fool.
This is where I'm explaining how much mana the Tolarian gets.
I just said a bunch. Tap to shop to make sure I can do it.
And Jared asked why I think it was Trent actually asked why the Mox Jet wasn't being tapped after it was literally what we were explaining.
Yeah.
11 p.m. on Friday nights. Everyone is wide awake. Alright, Saucy Propaganda getting in.
I don't think it matters with the Tolarian Academy.
And I have never been this flooded in my life. I'm sitting there with 6 mana sources.
But your land's only tap for 1 because you're playing a bad deck.
Yeah, same. Alright, this is where the recording cut out, so we just had to re-record it. We didn't miss anything. There was an attack. I blocked one of the Forge Masters. Because True Name is much better at Magic than I am.
So you can see Bullard facing down a whole bunch of creatures.
Some 3/5s.
Some 3/5s and a 2/1. I play Batterskull, which is pretty good, but there's a Null Rod out, so... Yeah,
it's actually just a 5 mana 4/4 Lifelink Vigilance. Which, like, is okay, but, like, against the True Name is... not great. Alright, so we've found the blunder. We'll explain it shortly.
Okay, right. Bullard asks what member it is. Is this one?
Can confirm. I believe someone here was, as I said, this was very casual, playing for nothing. I believe someone asked why I didn't dismember the Batterskull, the Germ token. It is just worse to do. I need to reduce the amount of damage I'm taking by killing a creature. While the dismember costs me life, it's either kill it now or just take 3 3 for every single turn.
Yeah.
And I can just block the Batterskull freely with True Name anyway, and he doesn't gain life, so...
Yeah. I am paying some tax for Propaganda.
Tolarian's pretty good. Wish I could Wasteland it.
I wish I had a Wasteland. I wish I had a Strip Mine.
I don't think it mattered. I attacked for 3 in Time Walk because... I also tapped 3 mana because I assumed my spells cost more. They didn't. 1 sphere has been cast. It was forced on turn 2, so...
Man, if you didn't sphere that force, you would have been as dead as...
No, like, that sphere would have done very little. Like, I'm sitting...
if you didn't play the Null Rod, you would have cooked it.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, so there's a Worm Coil.
Germ Coil.
Alright, I think this one gets, like, 5 mana Force of Will against Workshops. Never done this before.
The classic 5 mana Force.
Yeah. And then we see how many artifacts he has, so see if he can attack. And he can. Just counting his artifacts, yep. And that's lethal. Cool. So that's pretty much what the Workshop's Merfolk matchup is. If you guys are unaware, this is best of 5. So that is not the end of the match. We'll keep going until someone wins 3. At the moment, Rob's 2-1 up. And I'm not liking my chances.
The Merfolk is about like a 35% to win the matchup, maybe. It's probably improved now that you can't play 5 cost to win the game creatures with your lands that tap for 2+.
You mean 4 costs?
Oh yeah, Forecast. What the hell was that card?
Dude, it's a Power Ranger. Alright, so Islander, usual Merfolk play. Very, very minimal amount of 1 costs.
Curse Catcher is also not what you want to be in the matchup.
Not at all.
Right, the 2 mana start into a Revoker, naming something dumb.
It'd be Waterfront Bouncer.
I think it's the only name in the deck.
Yeah. I've had, like, I clearly don't have Mox. I might have a Mox. I sometimes hold him for turn 2, but not in the Workshop's matchup. Definitely don't have a Lotus, so. I play a turn 2 Lord. Pretty good card.
I mean, one of the ways Merfolk can beat shops is just, like, play 3 dudes.
Yep.
And then, you know.
Like, if you play a Silver Girl, like, if you have the Mox hand, you play a Silver Girl on turn 1 to a Lord on turn 2. Like, it's as good as the other Lodestones, so. Alright, get them for 2, no reason to block. Second Lord makes my guys trade with Lodestones. I think I need to hit a land.
Oh, that's just a pretty painful dismember.
Yeah. Yeah, by memory I have 2 Lords in hand here, and I need to draw a land to be able to cast it.
I think
to be able to start trading.
Hesitate and then Wasteland you.
Yeah. And that's...
See, Bullard's made the fatal mistake of attacking, playing lands that don't tap for multiples.
I am bad at Magic.
Yeah. I think Bullard's just explaining that he really didn't want to get Wastelanded there. And he really didn't want me to play a Sphere.
Yeah. Alright, so I drew an island this turn, but still doesn't... Like, it would be fine if he didn't play a Lodestone, because I actually just need to cast Lords.
Yeah, see, Bullard's strategy is bad, because he's not casting spells when he should be casting spells.
Can confirm. Merfolk's like one of the fairer decks in Vintage. Just play guys. Try not to lose a game. It does both of those pretty well. Lodestone, as a card, does it better than the entire deck does, so... I'm very happy to see that card go. Alright, I think
Was I the one main board Chalice of the Void?
And this is a Tanguy. That is game, so Robbie G wins it 2-1. Oh, it's 3-1, sorry. I think he ends it with a thumbs up. There we go.
Gucci.
Gotta stop the recording.